Hello, I just shot a video, but I realized that I wasn't shooting at all. The camera wasn't working. The camera was not working, so I'm very disappointed because it was a very good lesson. We were practicing the present and the present perfect, and on top of that I was showing you my running gear. Okay, I've been posting videos for some time now. I've posted several videos. I've posted many videos. Most of my videos are language related. That means they are about languages. I speak on the topic language and specifically language learning. Why am I speaking about language learning? Because I am at the same time a learner and a teacher of languages. So I can say I know what's what about languages. I can say I know one thing or two about languages, or I can say I know my ropes. The very basic concepts are always the same, are 3 or 4. Then we can break them down in more specific item of advice. The first thing is every day. Half an hour every day keeps ignorance away. Sorry if I borrow another idiom. Every day. You shouldn't skip one. Why? When you skip one, you skip two, you skip three, that's it, it's done. Never skip a day. In 1 year, you say, okay, 66 days, I can skip tops 7 days. Not more than 7 days. So try to skip it when you are sick, when something happens and you cannot do it, but try to follow your course, stay the course, and do it every day. Second thing is, if you are not advanced or upper intermediate, most of your input should be what you hear, not what you read, what you hear, not what you read, what you hear, not what you read, what you hear. That's it's not a secret. That's the way to go. The way to go, it means what you should do in order to achieve something. The most likely course of action. That's the way to go. It means that is what you should do. You should do means I should do that. It means it's a good thing if I do that. Instead of saying it's a good thing if you do that, you say you should do that. That is the meaning of a should. So don't translate into your language. Try to understand the meaning of the word. Everyday listening. 3. Try to study in English. Try not to use your native, maternal, whatever language. Use English. If you do not understand a word, use a monolingual dictionary for learners. If you are a beginner or totally beginner, absolute beginner, you don't use this, but you can use this. And this is for intermediate or beginner. There are even dictionaries for advanced learners. Okay? The explanation is very clear, and they know that English is not your first language. Sometimes there are grammar notes, very useful. So use dictionaries, monolingual dictionary. every day listening. Try not to use your native language. Psychologically, fourth, it's connected to 3. Whatever you say and whatever you try to say and to write, even if you write, try to use the language you have been listening to. Try to use your input. Do not invent English unless there is somebody who can correct you and can give you good feedback. In this case, you can use your native speaker friend to improve your English. Right? Use these videos to develop your insight, your ability to understand things from the context, to deduce, to infer the meaning. Okay? If I say, I believe you're right, I think, my opinion is. Okay? That's one of the meaning I believe. Or believe in God, I think that God exists. Or I believe you, I think you are a good person and you will do the right things, or you usually do what is best for you or for us. I believe in you. Let's believe. Let's see how a dictionary, I haven't read, means I haven't looked up the dictionary. Believe. To think that something is true or that someone is telling the truth. Do you believe his story? Do you think it's real, it's true? I don't believe him. Then you learn how to use with a verb. I can't believe, or I can't believe, he's only 25. I have found his explanation hard to believe. So you know that you say hard to believe, more difficult to believe. To have a particular opinion about something without being completely sure. I believe she'll be back on Monday. It is believed that 3 people were killed in the accident. Used in some phrases to show that you are surprised, shocked. I can't believe it. Okay? I don't believe this. I can't believe you lied to me. For example, lie is not to tell the truth. Or telling something that is not the truth, it's false, it's not real, it's a lie. Would you believe it? He even remembered my birth. Would you believe it? Means it's very strange. Okay? Would you believe it? So in this case, this is the linguistic meaning. Don't listen to the actual words, but think where, when can I use this? I can't believe it. When you are surprised. Would you believe it? He could hardly believe his eyes. He was very surprised. I believe in, to be sure that someone thinks or something definitely exists. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts? Sorry. To think that someone or something is good, important, right. We believe in democracy. I believe in being honest and telling the truth. That were some good advices. What I don't like about other people's videos, that either are much too technical for experts and not to avail, not useful for laymen, people who don't know the subject are called laymen, or they are too divulgative, too easy, and they just say platitudes, hackneyed ideas about languages. People come up with strange, newfangled ways to learn languages, and I tell there is no single way to learn a language. Usually, I find that the understandable language approach, starting from the language you want to learn without using the learner's language, starting from simple things and little by little moving on to more difficult things is a good thing. It's a good base. Another good base is you can sometimes, if the teacher knows your language, resume and use the language when you come to a dead end. It sometimes happens, but that's the last resort. The last resort, I mean, if nothing else works, you can use that, but you shouldn't use that. So if you start using that, you are not using that all the time. Like skipping a day. Don't skip a day. That's the last resort. You cannot do anything. Okay, skip it. That's why I say 7 days per year you can skip. I know it sounds strange, sound exaggerated, but actually to become good, you must buckle down. You must work hard. So I try not to use the word secret because, first of all, secret is a secret. If it's a secret, why should I post and speak about that on YouTube? Secondly, it's quite pretentious. Why I know this is a secret? I'm the only one who knows that. The key thing, the important thing, it's a better definition. Okay, what people don't do and should do, that is when they say the secret is, say, the most important thing to do is this, and this thing is the thing that not many people do, and they mean this when they say secret. Try to use the language every time you can, unless you speak with people that would teach you wrong English. I know it sounds strange. If you're a learner, don't speak with other learners, because you develop another feel of the language, you develop another way of speaking the language, but not the original one. That's one of the reasons why when many foreigners move to a second language, the actual language, the original language, changes in the mouth of the new speakers of the language, and sometimes it rebounds and even the original language changes. That happened with English when Normans, or more likely Vikings, had to deal with the Anglo-Saxon, with Old English, and English, the original English, changed a lot. I don't say it's a wrong thing, but in your case it doesn't, it's not helpful. You should develop yourself a different feel of the language. You should have the feel of the original language. So speaking with native speakers is good. Try to get some feedback. Okay, that was long. I started, the previous one was a grammar practice. This is not such practice. It's some advice explained in a way quite easy that can be also a comprehension exercise. Anyway, thank for watching, and I'm going to run. When you run, you move, but I'm not moving my place from one place to another place, sorry. In the next video I will speak about running and about shoes, about everything that regards running in English. Thanks for watching.